So you're wondering the cost of living in New York City? Well, I'm here, a person in their 20s, about to tell you my weekly expenses. And I'm not gonna get too much into rent and my monthly subscriptions and things like that, because finances is something I feel like you should always keep to yourself. But also I want to give you guys an insight on how much someone living in New York City does spend. So here I try to pick a week most realistic and not outrageous where I go shopping, you know, splurging on myself and things like that. It's just literally a week of me living that I know looks like my every other week. This is the week of June the 12th through June 18th, and this is a little controversial. I mean, not really, I'm just being dramatic, but point is, I know some people refer to the beginning of the week on a Sunday, which still my mind can't grasp around that concept, because why? That is totally wrong. My beginning of the week always starts with Monday. It just makes more sense. Monday is the day I'm like blah about. Sunday is still like I'm getting things ready for Monday, so I just feel like Sunday is my reset day for Monday, which means Monday is the beginning of the week for me. Starting off Monday, I want to give you guys insight of how my week looks, so I'm gonna be adding clips. I wasted breakfast $20, which you might be like, what? Yes, I know, I wasted $20 on breakfast, and I did splurge. I got something out of the ordinary, so this is maybe not realistic. Usually I always get a bacon, lettuce, tomato. That is my go-to. This time I did get the bacon, lettuce, tomato, but I added smoothies.
Good morning.
Good morning. Can I get 3 banana milkshakes with milk and sugar? And I always get breakfast for me, my sister, and the boss. And the total was, I told you $20, it was actually $30, but Carol gave me $10, so I wasted $20 that day. And that day I did go to work, and we'll get more into transportation later on. But that day I didn't really waste nothing, and I also feel like I waste more on the weekends more than the days I work, because I just go into work, eat, I bring my lunch sometimes. If I don't, I get lunch, but it just alternates between me buying food or my sister or the boss, you know. So it's just not a realistic expense I have set. But for breakfast, it is set. Breakfast I always waste not $20, but this time I splurged because I decided to get smoothies. But that was my only expense for Monday. I have my handy dandy breakdown book right here. But then for Tuesday, which is June 13th, I wasted on breakfast $8, which that is the amount that is always wasted on the days I work, which is Monday through Thursday. Then I also needed to go to the supermarket, because if you guys don't know, living in New York City, it's always best if you just go to the supermarket and waste what I wasted, which was $48.19. Mind you, I get a bunch of food for my groceries that could possibly get me food for like 3 days. And if I Uber something, it's literally the same amount, maybe $8 less. I waste $40 for just 1 day on food. So living in New York City, I always suggest just buying food in the groceries, because if not, it's gonna add up. $40, imagine $40 every day. It's just too much. Then for Wednesday, I only wasted on breakfast $8. I'm telling you, this is like a realistic week in my life, which I have not wasted much so far. But as I said, Monday through Thursdays, the days I do work, I don't waste money because I don't go out. Thursday, which was June 15th, I wasted my regular $8 on breakfast. And now here is where my transportation goes in hand with my expenses. So typically I would have taken the train if I didn't have a car. So I do have a car, which is, it's a gem in the city, because most people don't really rely on cars or bother to get a car because you have the train. But that would have been me if my workplace was in Manhattan, the city. But since it isn't, I do travel to Queens, which it just makes more sense driving there, because I am located in the Bronx. So if I'm trying to get a Queens from the Bronx in train, it literally makes a whole U. I don't know why the MTA or people in New York City haven't like figured that one out, because we literally have to go through Manhattan and then go through Brooklyn or Queens. Brooklyn and then Queens. Yeah, Brooklyn and then Queens. So it's just like a whole loop, which I don't understand. But I have the luxury of having a car, so I waste $54.51 for gas. If you do the math, transportation for MTA is like $2.75. So if you multiply that, it's like roughly maybe like $20 more. I also have another expense on Thursday. Thursday is a day where I pay my gas and my Easy Pass. So Easy Pass is tolls. I don't know if this is a thing everywhere, but tolls, I know you do have to pay tolls in order to cross bridges. So tolls weekly, I waste $50. So that is adding up now because it's like my expenses of the end of the week of me working, and I always try to get everything paid that day. Then on Friday, which was June 16, here is where I spent quite a bit. I went to Target, $247.40. Mind you, this Target run was just a run for necessities, just items I need to restock, as in Q-tips, Bounty, and the things you are seeing. I don't know, Target, you can never go to Target and not spend that much money, because I swear when I go to Target, my money disappears. But I also had to do a car inspection that day. I had to redo it, which they charged me $80. $80 to get my car inspected, but that's because your girl got a little bit of illegal things. Then I also decided to pay a bill, which is my Optimum, my internet bill. I wasted $77.56 on Optimum. And then laundry, I did do some laundry and I added $20 into my laundry card. That is how much I spent this day. And now on Saturday, for breakfast, I got 2 iced coffees and 1 bagel and a water, and I wasted $10, which I feel like isn't that bad. Then I also went to Walgreens. I forgot what I got. I got some Pepto, I think. But point is, I wasted $19.47. Then I also got another coffee, so I wasted $3. And that was my Saturday. And then Sunday, last but not least, I went to the mall. I went to Sephora because I was running out of lash glue for my lashes, and that added up to $9.75. And then I went and bought some clothes, which I was paid $54. That concludes the spending I did in a week living in New York City. And to be honest, I never realized how expensive the city could be. For some reason, I thought I lived in this world where everybody experienced the same thing, but in reality, no, other cities are way less expensive. But in 1 week, I spent $737 in 1 week, which sounds honestly bad, the fact that I spent that much. And if you multiply that by 4, that's almost $3,000 in a month. Oh my god. Just so you guys can have an idea too, if you're like, I'm coming to live here. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are weeks where I really do not spend no money because it's called not going out. If I stay home, I don't spend. But then there's days where I have to run errands, and that is when my money goes. Or if I just wanna, you know, spoil myself, my money goes there. But yeah, that's it for this video of how much I spend. And I'll see you guys on my next one. I feel like I just feel like my money just went nowhere. Pray for my wallet. Hence why I got a money tree, because I need more money to come.